Hey, it's Jack K, and this is finally a new Jackie's vlog. Finally uploading one. Finally, I'm bringing you that new Jackie's vlog right now, right here, right now. I know the last video that I uploaded was... when was that? The last video that I uploaded was our trip to Prospect Place Mansion. I didn't upload any footage from inside Prospect Place Mansion. There's no video of the inside of Prospect Place Mansion, and that's due to a whole different reason altogether. I will make a separate video for that, kind of detailing everything about that night. It wasn't the greatest night ever, and we did get a little bit of paranormal activity, but it's not anything to vlog about, seriously. There were several things that happened that I want to share with you all and make you all aware of, but I want to apologize for not giving you kind of a walk around of Prospect Place Mansion, but there's a reason why I didn't, okay? So just bear with me with that. I can't get into that so much right now because the main purpose of this video is to give you some history on the location that we're going to on Saturday, which is August 8th. And this was supposed to be our third investigation. We were supposed to have an investigation last Saturday, which would have been August 1st, and that actually fell through. So this is going to be our second investigation of the season, should have been our third. This ghost hunting season hasn't really been, you know, that eventful, which sucks, it really does. Let's just jump into some history of where we're going. We're going to Old Licking County Jail. We've never been there before. We've never been there before, so it's going to be awesome because we've never been there before. Like Prospect Place Mansion, we've been there before, so we kind of knew the layout and what to expect. So we haven't been there before, which gets us pumped, and it's a jail. That always gets us excited for a really good ghost hunt. I know places like West Virginia Penn, you always get great activity. Mansfield Reformatory, you get great activity. And, you know, it's just, I think it's just jail. I don't know about that. But I'm super excited because this is a jail. It's got cells. We can just sit in a cell. It'll be awesome. But brace yourselves because I'm about to drop some cold hard facts on you. But before I drop those cold hard facts on you, be sure to check out the link in the description below for some more history and information on Licking County altogether. There's a lot of great history and it's a good read, but I'm not going to cover that because we're only checking out the jail. Check out the link in the description below and dive a little further into the history and also a little bit more. I'm not going to mention everything about the jail in this video. I'm just going to kind of highlight a little bit of what I think is cool and what I think is really neat history-wise. If you want to dive more into history of the jail as well, that link in the description below is what you want to click on. So visit that website if you want more information. Okay? Okay? Okay. Alright, so here come those cold hard facts. 1. The jail is located in Newark, Ohio, Licking County. Licking County. Don't ask me why they named it Licking County. I'd rather not know. 2. Licking County is actually referred to as the land of legend. There's a bunch of history and a bunch of legends regarding Licking County. Like I said, that link in the description below will give you all that information. 3. June 12th, 1888. The county commissioners bought P. Smith & Sons Lumber Yard, where the old jail stands now. They bought it for $11,000. So much money, and announced that in 40 days they would be receiving bids to build the finest jail in the state. 4. J.W. Yost, every name in this video that I'm going to mention I'm probably going to butcher. So if you are a relative of one of these people, I'm really sorry that I butchered your name. It's not as easy as it may seem. J.W. Yost, who is one of Ohio's most renowned architects, was actually involved in the plans of Old Licking County Jail. This jail would be the first jail to house the county's sheriff. It would be 4 stories, complete with an attic and a basement, and it would segregate men and women on separate floors. The jail was completed in November of 1889, and the total cost of the entire building was, are you ready, $120,000. That's it. That's like less than my house. I could have had a jail. Could have had an entire jail with 4 floors, an attic, and a basement. Something you gotta look into, I guess. There's actually a carriage house / stable that was built behind the prison that was later converted into a garage, and then later, sometime between the 60s and the 70s, was actually torn down. Sheriff Crilly was the very first sheriff to live inside his jail, making history. What? This is actually the 4th jail built in Licking County. I think there's 5 altogether, but I know for sure that this is the 4th. I'm not sure if there's really 5 or if there maybe is 1 or 2 more, but This was the fourth. This was the fourth jail built. That's my fact. Now, the layout of the prison. The jail had 3 floors of cell blocks for men, each containing 8 cells, and in each cell were 4 bunks. There would be essentially 4 men per cell. There were 10 cells on the women's floor. Women got more. What? I mean, we only got 1 floor and the men got 3, so. But we got those 10 cells on that floor. 32 inmates were held in a cell block area of 640 square feet. The cells were a whopping 8 feet by 8 feet. So essentially the men in the cell only had about 16 square feet of living space. And that's not including their 4 bunks and the very cool toilet/sink that took up room in the cell. The jail was built to house 96 men and 30 women. That gives you about 126 total in the entire building. Though through the hard times, they actually had 165 people there. They would put mattresses on the floor of the cells, so you not only had those 4 guys in those 4 bunks, but you had people on the cell floors on mattresses. It was crazy. That's like wall-to-wall criminals, you know? I do my research for you all. That's for sure. Infamous inmates of Old Licking County Jail. Let's do this. We have Carl Etherington. Yeah, I think that's it. In 1910, he was a dry agent traveling through Newark, Ohio, trying to bust bars. Back in 1910, it was actually illegal to operate a bar. What a terrible time. What a terrible time in history. No bars. That's why everybody was angry. No bars. There were no bars. So Etherington was actually traveling around trying to catch these people and catch these bars and shut them down, get them shut down because he was dry. He had no life. He didn't drink. He didn't sip no drinks. He was lame. He didn't sip no drinks. Etherington actually uncovered that the police in Newark, Ohio were actually behind the operation of the bars and they were splitting profits, blah, blah, blah. So he actually ended up getting in a little brawl with the captain of the police force. He was getting beat up pretty bad because apparently his combat skills suck. He ended up pulling out his gat and he shot the captain of the police force. Peeps was angry, so he fled after that, and they actually placed him inside Licking County Jail for protection. I guess he could have hid under the disguise of somebody that killed Popo, and the criminals probably liked him in there, so that's cool. A crowd of over 1,000 people gathered, broke into the jail, and ended up getting to Etherington's cell and beat him to death. Laura Bell Devlin. This is my favorite story because it's amazing. It's just great. She was the infamous handsaw slayer. This 72-year-old lady claimed several times that her husband was trying to kill her. So naturally, she got to him first. She got him dead first. She killed him dead. She cut off his arms and his head with a handsaw, cooked them, and tossed his torso in the backyard. Apparently, Grandma wanted some new cookie recipes. Walter Benjamin Robertson, he was in there for killing his fiancée. Story goes, he asked his fiancée, Della, that's such a pretty name. He asked her to marry him. She said, yes, duh, I love you, I will marry you. And then that same day, he killed her. So apparently that was the wrong answer. Apparently she should have said no. I'm assuming he would have let her go. She would have said no. I mean, he killed her for saying yes. When the police arrested him, he was claiming that he was insane. He got checked out, and the doctors actually proved that he was not insane. And later, he was found hanged in his cell. So apparently, he just couldn't live with the fact that he was sane. We have Thaddeus and Gary Lewington. They were the infamous .22 caliber serial killers. They just tore up the countryside, breaking into people's homes, and shooting them dead, apparently. They killed about 10 people before they were imprisoned. They were imprisoned at Old Licking County Jail for a while, but they actually didn't stay there very long. But they were there. Then we have Bernice Butler. She was known as the rum-crazed trailer murderer. Let me paint you this picture. March 8th, 1952. A rum-crazed woman shoots her husband in the head, pop, 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 in front of her young son and a friend. When police arrived, Bernice was actually inside, clawing at her husband's face on the couch and embracing him. I don't really know what to think about that. Not really anything at all. I'm blank up there on that story in itself, so you think what you want, alright? That list doesn't even cover everybody there. I just seriously picked out the stories of the people that I thought were interesting, or their stories were kind of cool. Now, there's several confirmed deaths according to the death warden. Can I, get that job for real? I want to be a death warden. A lot of people committed suicide in their cells just by hanging themselves. I mean, apparently they were just fed up with life and they're like, peace out, bye Felicia, I'm dead. That was the thing to do when you were in Old Licking County Jail, I guess. Just to give you a list of a few people, just for the sake of giving you some examples, let's do this. George K. Hackett. He died Wednesday, April 27th, 1904. He hanged himself. He was actually in prison for shooting his wife not too long before they found him hanging in his cell, and he actually left a suicide note claiming that he did not intentionally shoot his wife to kill. He claims that he had taken poison and he didn't know what he was doing. No, he wasn't guilty at all. He just drank some poison, I guess, to lighten the mood at home, and then he accidentally shot his wife. Martin Kelly. He died Monday, June 12, 1905. After spending 2 days in jail on a lunacy charge, Martin borrowed a razor from one of his fellow inmates and went into the bathroom and cut his throat. He just cut it wide open and he died moments later. Walter Lloyd Priest was another guy that hanged himself. He died on August 12, 1930. Walter Robertson hanged himself as well. He died October 23, 1935. And Mae Varner. Now, Mae Varner couldn't take life anymore at the prison, and she just lit up like a torch. Literally lit herself on fire, like whew, up in flames, for real though. She was 55 when she died. She's like, hanging is just too common and predictable. I am going to burn myself. That's what she said, and that's what she did. She burned it herself, and she died July 14th, 1953. Now, one of the craziest things about Old Licking County Jail is the 4 sheriffs that have mysteriously died all in the same bedroom in the residence quarters of the prison. They all 4 died of a massive heart attack, which is kind of crazy because all 4 men were actually in good health at the time that they had this heart attack. So it's very unexplainable. Something's got to be going on, right? I mean, all 4 sheriffs died of a massive heart attack and they were in perfectly good health. I mean, they didn't have no heart problems in the beginning anyway, so it's very, very weird. And to die in the same room. That's just creepy. Sheriff Ross Embry suffered his heart attack September 13th, 1934. He was actually 41 years old. He was the youngest of the 4 sheriffs to pass away from that heart attack. Sheriff Albert Rowe Francis, June 12th, 1949. He was 59 years old. Sheriff William A. McElroy, March 23rd, 1962. He was also 59. Sheriff William Bernard Howarth, October 4th, 1971. He was 58 years old. I'm pretty sure there's actually a few more sheriffs that have passed away due to a heart attack in the residence area of the prison, but don't quote me on that. I just think I saw that somewhere. If you find it, awesome. Leave me a comment below if you find it and let me know for sure. Now, moving on to the paranormal activity that happens there, people actually capture a bunch of EVPs. If you don't know what an EVP is, it's an electronic voice phenomena, and that actually, we catch that on our digital recorders, and it's just pretty much what the human ear cannot pick up. So there's a bunch of EVPs that get captured at Old Licking County Jail. There's a bunch of EVPs on their website. I'll link that page separately in the description below. Keep an eye out for that and go to it and listen to all of their floors. They separate it by levels and stuff like that, so it's really easy to maneuver around and see where they capture them from. And there's also a lot of visual evidence also that people have caught. They capture shadows in pictures, they capture orbs, they capture apparitions. Some people actually have pictures of like legs walking across the hallway or something like that. A lot of the videos and photos are really, really cool, and just go check them out. Just go check them out. That's all I can say. I'm really excited to see if we catch some of the same stuff and capture some EVPs. I promise you this time, I will make a video giving you a little tour of Old Licking County Jail. When I go on my tour, you'll go on your tour too. I promise this time. I don't think we're going to run into the issue that we ran into with Prospect Place. This place seems like it's a hell of a lot better, okay? So, that will happen. I will also record our car trip again. Our hotel's actually in Zanesville, so it's actually kind of pretty much the same car ride that we took to Prospect Place, but it'll be more fun. Come on now. I don't think we have to go shoe shopping this time because Mom has her shoes, so that's good. No shoe shopping. which is awesome. We just go straight there, get to our hotel, chill for a bit, and then go investigate. That's pretty much all I have for you all right now. I will be uploading a video giving you a thorough explanation as to why I didn't post any videos of Prospect Place Mansion. Be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for my Old Licking County Jail vlogs. For sure, I'll be vlogging for you all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Whatever you want to do, do it. Be sure to share with your friends. And until next time, YouTube, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep on keeping on. Peace out, ghosters.